This video is going to be all about assumptions, questions, and advice that you guys have asked me on my post. What prompted you to start your channel? What motivates you? What prompted me to start my channel was royalty. Because you gotta think about it, we're all in a crab in a barrel, still reaching for the same goal. But it's either finding those crabs that you know that's gonna keep lifting you up to the top, and y'all can go to the top together. Do you only date lesbians? What's good, Goodie Mom? It's your girl, Slim Goodie with the hoodie, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. And as y'all can tell, I'm not with the crew, with the gang right now. Y'all just gonna get me for right now. And you know, nothing happened, because y'all like to assume nothing happened. We are still cool. That's still my brother, that's still my sis, all of that. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you just need a break from your friends, get your mind right, you know what I'm saying, that's all. But this video is going to be all about assumptions, questions, and advice that you guys have asked me on my post. It's going to be a first segment for Slim Talks. Comment down below if you guys like this type of content. If you guys want to keep this type of content, don't forget to comment down below what kind of advice, questions that you guys want to ask Slim Goodie, and I'll go ahead and answer them with a video like this. Before we get into this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the family, welcome to the mob. And there's a lot of people that's watching my stuff and not subscribing. Why y'all not joining the family? Join the family. You might as well. I told y'all this content gonna keep running up. I got a lot of special things coming for y'all in the month of April and the end of March. Just keep on looking, stay tuned. But let's get into this video. I got me a pulled chicken barbecue sandwich from a place called Williams Bro something. I was feeling very barbecue today with some nice homemade, hopefully homemade mac and cheese. I'm very sensitive when it comes to my mac and cheese. Now this I didn't ask for, but hell, who am I not to? You know what I'm saying? Who am I not to just devour this? You know what I'm saying? These lovely ribs. I wish I had somebody here to help me eat these, because if y'all don't know, a fact about Slim don't eat like that. But when I eat, I'm a total fat ass. But first question on this right here so far. Someone asked me, as a Sag, who was you most compatible relationship with as far as zodiac sign and least compatible with? I would say my least compatible relationship was probably, I would have to say it was either between a Gemini and a, what was she? I would say a Gemini. I've dated Scorpio, but I like to count my adulthood, because childhood, that was just high school, you know what I'm saying? I don't count them. I was freshly new. Oh, and I got a blunt, so I'm about to be sparking this soon. But yeah, so that's I think my least was a Gemini, only because she wasn't fully grown into her full Gemini. There's a difference between an immature Gemini and a mature Gemini. Someone who's fully gotten their life together and that is done with the games is the mature one. The one who still likes to play games and lie and all this other stuff, the one that hasn't fully grown into her full Gemini yet. So I would say that. But my most compatible one I was with when I dated, I would have to say it was either with who I'm dating now, well, talking to now, Sagittarius. I was scared at first to date a Sagittarius or talk to a Sagittarius because of the, you know what I'm saying, of us clashing because of the things that we have in common. But right now it's been so good so far. I can tell where we're gonna clash at, but that's something, you know what I'm saying, I would have to keep under wraps and continue to communicate with her with. My other one was, I would say, my most compatible one was with yeah, right now, I think right now it would have, my most compatible relationship with was probably have to be with a, I want to say Taurus. The only reason why me and the Taurus was not vibing and we wasn't gonna work is because she's too controlling. I don't like that shit. And she although she wanted the best for me, she was trying to fill my shoes with her feet, and it wasn't gonna work. But other than that, she had a good heart. Of course, had some growing to do, but hey, and of everybody I dated with, it had to be a Taurus. And I only say everything, and I dated 2 Taurus, so I'm talking about 2 Taurus. Both of the Taurus, one of them was just was too controlling, was trying to put her foot in my shoes, couldn't do it. The other Taurus, that was like my best friend, and we just started to, you know what I'm saying, date. So yeah. But as a Sagittarius, I think our most compatible signs are good with, get you a mature Leo. They're fun, they can meet our needs on that side. But get you the right Leo. There's 2, 3, 4, there's a lot of shades of different of a Leo. But a Leo, and then you can, a Libra, we could be, Libras are fun. But I would have to get a mature Leo if I'm going to do that. I can't get one of those Leos that I had dated or talked to before. She just wasn't going to work for me. Didn't take her seriously. Next question. This is an advice from Selena, and her advice, she wants the advice on dealing with a sister who is an alcoholic and a drug user, but has 3 younger kids under the age of under the age of 10. All right, so Leah, this is what I need you to do. First off, how old are you? If you're old enough to take care and you love your nieces and nephews, I don't know if they're boys or girls, your nieces and nephews, I say, 1, if you're stable enough to take care of them kids, take care of the kids because your sister is not. Or 2, find somewhere where the kids can go until your sister is able to not be an alcoholic or be a drug user. As I recommend you try to find her somewhere where she feels comfortable as far as a rehab center, and check her in one of them. You know what I'm saying? Check her in. But that's just my advice, only because I can only tell you that because I don't know your sister personally. But if I had a sister and she had 3 young kids, I would personally take those kids in, or sign a paper where I can just be their temporary guardian, because who wants to be in the foster system? I would do that, and I would try to get my sister some help. But if you've already tried getting your sister some help and she continues to go back to the same pattern, I would just say find those kids a better home. That's all I would have to say. As much as that's hard to say to somebody, you know what I'm saying, and do, I still would find them another home. Next question. What advice would you give on trying to meet new people with the same goals as you? My advice to you would be, first, if you're big on energy, fill out their energy. Do a little background check to see what type of work they do, and how good they are and where they're at. If they are somewhere a little bit above you, keep them. If they're at the same level, keep them. But if they have the motivation, the dedication, and the loyalty like you in your craft and the same goals that you have, then keep them around. I would say talk to them, create with them, start throwing out little ideas that you don't mind sharing with them to see what you guys can do with that small little detail of a goal that you have, to see if you guys can meet them together and see how you work together. The best way you can do that is to see how you guys are working together, and that will create the bond as well, because you guys will also become friends in the midst of being business partners. So I would say, like I said, just do that, and make sure they have good intentions for you first, and they have good motives before you even throw out good ideas, because a lot of people you dish out an idea and they will steal it. So you have to, even if they have the same goals as you. So, because you got to think about it, we're all in a crab in a barrel, still reaching for the same goal. But it's either finding those crabs that you know that's going to keep lifting you up to the top, and y'all can go to the top together. So once you figure that out, start throwing them ideas, like I said, see what y'all can create together, and go from there. But don't go into the relationship and having expectations, because no one is ever going to meet your expectations of you. Okay? Next question. What prompted you to start your channel? What motivates you? What prompted me to start my channel was Royalty. She's the one who gave me, who helped give me the motivation to start my channel. She is the one who helped bring that confidence that I needed to start my channel. So yeah, I've always watched YouTubers, I've always watched YouTube, but I've always wanted to be the type of person who was editing for the YouTubers or doing videography, photography for the YouTubers. I never thought I would be behind the camera at all. So she's what got me to do that to start my YouTube channel. And what motivates me is really me and the people I have around me. They motivate me to keep going, but mainly me. And the fact that I can see my vision, the fact that I can taste my vision, the fact that I can see myself successful, that's what motivates me. And me doing this for so long, what else would I be doing? You know what I'm saying? I can't stop. I can't stop what I'm doing. I have to keep going until I get to where I need to be or want to be. So then I can just relax and just soak in it. But right now, I gotta keep trucking. What's new? What's a nice way to tell my boss to stay away from me if he doesn't respect my personal space during COVID? You still at the workplace during COVID, sis? You can't work from home? And he just all up in your area. Just all up in your space. Just he got a mask on. Or he just saying like future mask off. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how I would just be like, can you back up? I would have got a ruler and be like 6 feet, 6 inches, something. You're gonna have to give me something. Cause there's no other way to tell him besides how you just said it. Stay away from me. No, I don't. Cause me, you can't ask me that cause I don't like 9 to 5. So I'd have been like, either you stay away from me or you about to lose an assistant, employee today. It's COVID. I don't need none of that. Okay? That's what I would say. Next is an assumption. You are still a little uncomfortable on camera. Well, princess, you right. I'm still building my confidence behind this camera, building my confidence to use my voice to share it with you guys. I'm not used to this. I'm used to creating for other people. So when it comes down to me creating content for myself to give to you guys, or just to give in general, I kind of struggle with it. You know, I struggle. But I'm working at it. Give me some time. Give me a second, and the uncomfortable in front of the camera will no longer be there. But yeah, I am slightly still uncomfortable in front of the camera because I don't know, it just gives me a little jitters. I don't know. Y'all make me shy. Okay, next. I guess these are assumptions. 1, it's been a struggle getting to where you are. 2, you are loyal to a fault. 3, at times you can be a pushover. These assumptions are coming from a fellow Sagittarius. 1, it's been a struggle getting to where you are. Yes, it's been a struggle and it's still a constant struggle, but it's not a struggle that I cannot handle. But it's been a very big struggle being me. No one actually knows the real struggles of being Slim Goodie. Okay? Even if sometimes the people around me don't even know the struggles. But it's alright, because it's not meant for them to understand. It's meant for me to understand and comprehend, and you know what I'm saying? That's what that's given. 2, you are loyal to a default. Yeah, I'm big loyal by default to a lot of people in my past. Right now, I think I'm loyal to the right ones. In the past, no. I've always been loyal by default, and a lot of people like to take advantage of that about me. They see that because I'm too transparent with people. As far as when you around me, you're gonna get what you get. You know what I'm saying? It's just that. You know, I mean, there's this little in between. There's the gray areas with me, but I gotta be comfortable with you to show those gray areas. But loyalty by default, that's definitely true, sis. You got me in a lot of stuff with a lot of the wrong people, but I ain't gonna talk about that. 3, at times you can be a pushover. That is like small. I will say, I'm not gonna deny that I can't be a pushover because then I'd be lying. I know I can be a pushover to certain people, but not a lot of people get that pushover. It's like sometimes I'll be a pushover, only because I'm a people pleaser. So that comes with being loyal by default. You know what I'm saying? I'm a people pleaser when I care about you. And when I love you, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, try to supply you with happiness, with satisfaction. And sometimes I go a little too far. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I gotta be like, no. You know? But I'm learning that. I appreciate you, but I'm learning it. And I learned it, and now I'm no longer that much of a pushover. If that makes sense. Next. Someone said they love me, Slim. I love you, Slim. I love you too, Wanda. Next question. Queen Nikki gave me a lot of questions, so I'm about to ask them one by one. How do you feel about dating women? I fucking love it. Wouldn't ask to be no other way. Okay? I love it. I love everything about a woman besides the headaches that they give me. But other than that, you know, I love dating women. I can't see myself with a male. And when I was with a male figure, it was not where it was at for me. I just felt so uncomfortable. Okay? So yeah, I love it. Does age matter? Now that I am 30, yes, it matters to me. I'm actually talking my crush. She's actually 28, so that is the oldest I've actually started talking to. I'm usually talking to females who are like 23, 24, 25, 24. Wait, I said that. 22, 23, 24, and 25. I've never went up past that for some reason. Don't ask me. I think I've always liked younger women, I think it is. But I think that also was because I wasn't mature enough to handle a mature woman at that time. That's just some honesty for y'all. I just realized I had an epiphany. But now I guess now that I am more mature, now I'm able, and I'm growing, and I've been growing as a person. This has been happening since I was like 28. I've been mature for a while, okay? But I'm just saying, I'm getting more mature. So now I want more mature women in my life, if that makes sense. Younger women always make me feel like I was young again and never, you know what I'm saying? I always make me feel young anyway. But they give the worst headaches. Anyways, next question. Do you only date lesbians? Yeah. I mean, bi women, it comes and goes when you are in this community, and you're always gonna have a female who are actually messed and been with and have kids with a male. So I'm not. It's the nature of being a human. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to it, but as long as that is not where you are at in your life right now, as you are talking to me, as you're trying to pursue me, I don't give a fuck. Okay? But other than that, I don't know other, you know what I'm saying, other people you think. I ain't dating no male figures, if that's, you know what I'm saying, or no studs. I'm not dating no studs, none of that. It's just strictly femmes and a lesbian, okay? Do you prefer to date a woman with or without kids? Honestly, I love kids. So I don't care if you have kids or you don't have kids, honestly. Both are gonna be fun because when you're not giving me my attention and I wanna be a big kid, I could be a kid with kids. Look at that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I love kids. So I just know that the reason why I don't have any right now or whatever the case is because right now I'm not ready to bear my own kids right now. But I can date a female with kids and be fine. Next, would you have a baby for your partner if she couldn't carry a baby? Let me try some of this macaroni. Y'all, I told you I don't really eat, so give me a second. I'm just gonna try this macaroni cheese because if this macaroni cheese is trash, I'm gonna be mad. It's not bad, but she talking about something, it's baked. I'm thinking I'm really gonna get some baked mac and cheese. This is Kraft cheese. Anyway, would I carry the kid? Yes, I would carry a kid, carry the child if my partner could not carry a kid and we both wanted a baby. I would carry it. But there's things about it that I have questions about. Like, but I found the answer, which kind of made me like, oh, I guess it's just not meant for me to have a kid because unless I just grow some big old huge balls and just be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But when I realized that even though it's not a good thing, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, no one would want this, but when I realized that I can't request a C-section if I wanted to, That's where it threw me all off. It threw me all off, and it threw me all the way far left from having a kid. But then it's like, I think I would look cute as a pregnant, you know, stud. I think I would look cute as hell. I think I wouldn't be showing in probably until like 6, 7, 8 months with my skinny ass. That's just, you know. But I would carry the kid if she couldn't carry the kid. Why not? I'm a woman. I'm not ashamed of being a woman. What I don't like is just things, you know what I'm saying, going in and then go. I can't even imagine that. You know what I'm saying? I'm only this. I can see that. But I can't imagine me being that. You get what I'm saying? Ain't it? Next. Do you believe in connecting with a woman's energy first or what she looks like? I rather connect. I do believe it, but I do, because I'm a big energy person. But I would rather connect with a woman's energy first. But I do care about what you look like. What you look like, I ain't gonna cap, makes me shallow. I don't know if it makes me shallow or not. But I do care about what you look like first. And then that will make me a little bit more intrigued on what your energy is like. But then sometimes energy hits me first before your looks. So I don't know. But I do believe in that, because like I said, I will feel you. If your energy, and I'm paying attention, your energy is gonna spark me. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I've also gotten into some bad situations with someone who just looks good and bypassed the whole energy, the red flags in the energy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I did that. But I ain't doing that no more. So yeah, I do believe it. You should too. Are there any signs that you aren't compatible with? I'm not compatible with a Gemini. I keep saying that. Y'all keep thinking that Geminis. I have a Gemini best friend. So don't think I got nothing against y'all at all. I can be friends with a Gemini. I just cannot date you Geminis. I cannot do it. Too much for me. I do not want to feel like I have to date 27 of you just to understand you. No, literally, I have to date 27 parts of you to understand you, and still probably don't even understand you because you probably still don't understand you. So then you're just sitting there with an intelligent, talented human being. With people keep saying Gemini's two-faced. No, they got more than two faces. I promise you. But if they have not all matured up together, or they don't have that main part of the Gemini does not have control of the rest of the 26 of them, or at least 25 of them. No. But that I will always befriend a Gemini. They are wise as hell. I get my best advice from a Gemini. My best friend. So yeah. And I think I'm also least compatible with a Virgo. Yeah, I can't do Virgos. The logic, y'all don't show up when I need you guys emotionally. It's all logic. I just can't do it. It turns me off and it goes too far. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that's the least one I'm compatible with so far. Next question is in the advice. For Court Adams. I need advice. I'm a stud and I have a wife and a son and a daughter on the way, but I don't think I'm attracted or love my wife no more. But we have a beautiful family and I'm terrified. My kids will be snatched out of my life if I express how I feel, but it's depressing me holding my feelings in. Okay. Give me a second, Courtney. Or Court. Alright, so I have to call somebody on your question, Court, because that's a question that I think that you need two perspectives from. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna call in on somebody right now. Alright, y'all know who this person is. She is no one new from this channel. So yeah, let me go ahead and call. Let's go ahead and screen record. I was about to say. She's trying to get in. Okay, so we're about to answer your question for you. So the question is, basically, in a nutshell, say you're married, but you have a kid already, and you have another kid on the way, but you no longer are emotionally attached. You know, are attracted or love that your wife in a sense, because you know what I'm saying, y'all married. What do you do? Do you tell that person, your wife, how you feel because it's driving you insane, or do you just keep on with the marriage for the sake of the kids?
Okay, first, do both parties know that they're not into each other?
No, because she doesn't know. Because she just said, she said the wife doesn't know how she feels, but it's driving her into a depressed state because she cannot express. She feels, I guess, she doesn't feel like she can tell her, which I don't understand. What I feel like if you know if that's your wife, I feel like you should be able to communicate to her how you feel in a way that she wouldn't take the kids, because she's afraid that the wife is going to take the kids. But do you also have legal rights, is the question.
This is the problem. First, before it got like this, there should have been a form of communication. So basically, like, if she felt like this, but then it's hard because when you have a child involved, it's harder to say things like that because you're thinking about your child, you're thinking about your son, you're thinking about your partner, you're thinking about everything in between. Now, if it's to the point where you feel depressed, I feel like everybody can avoid that, but we don't because we're being in our head or whatever. But if it's to a point where you feel depressed, it's something you need to talk about, because you can't keep yourself in a situation just because there's other people involved. In order for you to take care of other people, you have to take care of yourself first. You understand? But it should never got to the point where this is the second child. Like, I want to know if when she got pregnant the second time, did the person she was married to, whoever feels the way, depressed, should have spoke to the wife about it before they bring another child into this world. You understand? But I don't know if it was before she felt like this or after.
Was it during the pregnancy of the son that's on the way that you got not attracted to your wife or not loved her, or was it before the second child came upon that you felt disconnected from your wife?
Exactly.
That's the question. But either way,
comes with the lack of
communication.
Because you don't want to, as a person, you don't want to hurt that person you're with. Because, you have been together, you have a whole history. So it's like, I'm hurting the person that I still love. Because even if you fall in love, you're still going to love them in some type of way, because you guys have kids together and you have had this whole history together. But I feel like we lack communication. We all do, because we don't know how the other person in the relationship you're with is going to feel, because it's all up in your head.
I get that, but coming from an experience, looking on the outside, looking in, and kind of living in a certain situation in that, I feel like you should never stay in a relationship that you're no longer emotionally attached to, regardless of the circumstances. Only because if you do, in the end, you're gonna hurt your kids, and you're gonna hurt your wife even more than you already are right now. And then you're not gonna have, for the kids' sake, you're not gonna set a good foundation on what marriage is supposed to be like, because you're just staying in a relationship that you're unhappy in. So therefore, you're not gonna do the things that you're supposed to do in a marriage because you are unhappy. So I feel like that also plays a part. I think you need to think about more so that, and think about your kids in that way, rather than just sticking there because you have kids together. Because if she loves you, she's going to understand. And I don't know what type of relationship you guys had before you guys got married, but if you guys were friends first, I feel like she said, I feel like you guys should have communicated with your wife beforehand, at least before the second child. So
I mean, it's hard. It's hard hard.
I get it. No, talking about feelings and hurting people's feelings is never easy. But if it's getting to the point where it's making you sick mentally and physically, it's time to cut cords. It's time to cut cords.
You should never let yourself get like that, because then you can't take care of nobody around you because you feeling away.
Right.
So you have to take care of you first.
Facts.
Boom.
Boom. And that's just on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Hello.
So, boom. And we just hope we answered that question for you, Court. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you get out of this depression, and I hope you talk to your wife. And most importantly, I hope you talk to your kids, because you gotta have them to understand what's going on as well. You don't want to keep them too much in the dark, but you don't want them to know too much either. So, I think you should still communicate. But yeah. On to the. Hope I answered all the questions for you. I'm about to talk to my crush, and I'm holla at you. We on to the next video. Bye bye.